Hey guys, today we are going to create a responsive website using HTML5 and Bootstrap. Now this is how the website looks on iPhone 6s. And notice the website is appearing only in one column. It is pretty much same in the landscape mode as well. Now you can see the rest of the website. We have different headings and different boxes. Now this is how the website looks in landscape mode. See how the website adapts to the changing screen size. See, the navigation bar has collapsed into a button, and on clicking on the button the navigation links appear, and on clicking again it just disappears. Now I'm running the website on desktop browser. Now just see how the website changes according to the screen size. The layout of the website is changing according to the screen size. As we increase the screen, layout changes. You can see different columns collapsing into just a single column. Now let's see the website in a little bit of detail. On the top we have this navigation bar with some links in it, and below that we have this image slider with some pictures in it. You can slide to different pictures. Below this we have the name of the website, then there is a box for quote, then we have 3 columns for any heading or any text that you want to put in, then we have this box for 3 testimonials. At the bottom we have a box above the footer. The entire website. Now to get you started, I have prepared some starter files that you can just download from the description below and extract the files and open it. On opening it will look something like this. Now we need to open the index file. I'm using Sublime Text. You can use Notepad++ or any other text editor that you want, but I'm using Sublime Text. Let's just open this up. Now this is how the file will look right now. The first statement declares that it is an HTML document. This is the title tag which declares the name of the website. If you want, you can put your name here. Let's write just your name. Then this link tag states the link for the icon that we have used in the website. I have put different comments so that you can understand what these statements are for. Then we have this link for font awesome icons. We have this link for jQuery. Then we have the link for Bootstrap. And we have another link for JavaScript. Now there are 2 ways to use this. We can either use CDN, that is Content Delivery Network, by stating the link, or we can just download the file and put it inside your you can put it inside your folder where you're going to keep your website, and then host it along with the website. Now let's just go ahead and start with the website. Let's first start. Now let's just start with the navigation bar. Let's type that nav tag. Give it a class of navbar space navbar hyphen inverse. Now these are some predefined classes in Bootstrap for easy layout options. Now let's close the navbar and let's create a div tag and give it a class of container hyphen fluid. Now this container fluid makes sure that the container spans across the width of the screen. Now let's just create another div tag and give it a class of navbar hyphen header, not inverse, navbar hyphen header. Now let's just save this file and see how it looks in the browser right now. Just save it, open your browser, refresh the page. Yeah, you can see the navbar. Now just drop down below and let's create another div tag. Let's create a div tag and give it a class of, let's say, collapse. No, not navbar. Give a class of collapse navbar hyphen collapse and id my navbar. Now this collapse navbar hyphen collapse makes sure that the navigation bar is hidden on small screens and replaced by a button in the top right corner. Now let's create an unordered list that is ul tag and give it a class of, let's say, navbar hyphen nav, then space navbar hyphen right. Now this navbar hyphen right gives the right alignment to the navigation links. A drop down and let's create a list item and make the first one as active, give it a class of active and create a e tag and reference it to index.html. Okay, write the text as home. Now let's create more links for the navigation bar. Let's align this one, drop down, create more links, li tag. Okay, then a tag at reference, you can write index.html and give the text as, let's say, about. Since all the pages are not ready right now, so I have written index.html. What you can do is you can instead leave it blank and or leave a hash sign there, then just copy the line and paste it few times, and then let's just change the name of these links. Let's make this let's say products. Okay, and let's make this services. Okay, make this testimonials. Fine. Last one, let's make it contact. That is fine right now. Now let's save this and see how it looks right now in the website. Refresh the page and yeah, you can see all the links are right aligned on the navigation bar. It is working fine till now. Now let's create an a tag. Let's create an a tag. Make sure it's under the div tag with class navbar hyphen header and reference it to index, let's say index.html, and let's give it a class of navbar. Let's give it a class of navbar hyphen brand. Brand. Now this will contain the logo for the website. Let's give image source img/style. Now make sure to write the complete path with respect to the index.html file and that the name of the picture is correct. Do not make a mistake here or the logo will not be appearing on the website. Logo t3.png. Okay, now let's save this and see how it looks in the website. It's looking a bit big right now. We need to make it smaller. You can open the folder and see the name of the logo and make sure you write the correct name. do not make a mistake there. Now let's make it smaller, give it a height of 100%. Okay, now save this and see how it's looking. Refresh. Yeah, it's looking fine right now. Yeah, this is fine. Now let's just resize the window and see how the navigation bar is working. We can see the navigation links and they are disappearing when we scale down the screen, but there is no button yet. We need to create a button now. Now let's create a button under div tag with class navbar header. Create a button. Let's give it a class of let's say navbar hyphen toggle. Yeah, and then type, give it a type of button. Then the data hyphen toggle, let's collapse. Okay, and data hyphen target hash my navbar. Okay, now let's save this and see if the button is visible now. No, the button is still not there. Yeah, button is there, but we cannot see the lines in the button. We have to create the lines there. Now let's create a span tag and give it a class of, let's say, icon hyphen bar. Then let's copy this and paste this twice. So this will create 3 lines in the button. Let's refresh the page. Yeah, you can see the 3 lines in the button now, and on clicking on the button we can see the links. Resize the window and see the button is working now. Okay, this completes our navigation bar, and before starting with the image slider, let's write some comments for better readability. Now move up and write below the body tag. Now let's write navigation bar begins, or nav bar or navigation bar, whatever you like. Navigation bar begins. Close this. Okay, now copy this and paste it where the navigation bar ends. Okay, paste this here and change to navigation bar ends. Okay, now let's write another comment for image slider. So let's say image slider begins. Close this. Now copy the line, paste it below, make it image slider ends. Okay, now let's create a div tag and give it a class of, let's say, carousel slide, carousel space slide, and id my carousel, and hash my not hash my carousel, just, and or you can write id carousel hyphen 1, it is better, and data hyphen right, let's say carousel. Fine. Now this carousel slide defines an image slider in Bootstrap. Paste the comment again, make it image slider images begin. Now copy this line again. Okay, copy this and paste it below. Yeah, and make it ends. We are going to declare all the images to be used in the carousel in between these two comments. Now let's create a div tag and give it a class of, let's say, carousel hyphen, let's say, inner, and role listen box. Okay, Now let's move down and create another div tag inside, and give tag. Okay, now let's give it a class of item active. Now this indicates that this will be the default image of our image slider. Now let's define the source for the image. Let's say Indian hyphen flag dot jpg. If you're not sure of the name, you can open the folder and see the name. Make sure to write the name correctly. Okay, then give it a class of d hyphen block img hyphen fluid, and title. Let's write a title for this one. Let's Indian flag. Indian flag. Okay. Now img hyphen fluid makes sure that the image size is in a way that it takes entire width of the screen. Now let's save this and see how it is looking in the website. Refresh the page. Okay, something is wrong. We are not seeing the image. I think I wrote something wrong. Yeah, it is not working. Let's correct this. Okay, let's correct this later. First we finish off writing all the links for the images that we are going to use. Create another div tag. Okay, then let's create a class of item, just item, not active, because this is not the default image. The image source is img / Taj Mahal.jpg. If you need any help knowing the name of the image, you can just open the folder and see the name of the pictures and write it correctly. Okay, give it a class of d block image hyphen fluid and title Taj Mahal Agra, because the Taj Mahal is in Agra. You can create another div tag or just copy the entire block and paste it few times. Okay, paste it few times. Yeah, okay, make it look nice. Okay, now let's change the name of the images. Gateway hyphen off hyphen India. Let's change the title for this one. It's Gateway of India, comma Mumbai. Okay, now let's change this one. Okay, this one is Golden hyphen Temple. Let's change the title to Golden Temple, comma Amritsar. Okay, now let's change this one. Akshardham hyphen temple. Now let's change the title for this one. Akshardham temple, comma New Delhi or just Delhi. Okay. Now let's create few more links. Let's change this one. Make it Yamuna Expressway. Yamuna Expressway. Okay, Uttar Pradesh. Fine, let's now save this and see if they are working. Still it is not working. I think I wrote something wrong. Let's see what it is. Okay, I wrote the spelling of the listen box is wrong. I have written listen bix. Let me just correct this one. Roll listen box. Okay, now let's save this. Yeah, the image slider is working right now, but I think the first image, that is the Indian flag, that is not working. Let's see, Indian flag. Okay, spelling is right. Rest of the images are working. This something must be wrong with the first image. Okay, let me see what is wrong. Okay, I have not written the complete path for the image. I have to write img / then Indian hyphen flag. You cannot just write the name of the image, we need to specify the location of it. Let's correct this one. Okay, make the correction. img / now save it and let's open the browser, refresh the page, and yeah, the first image is working now. Now we need to add the controls on the side of the image slider so that we can move to different images. Okay, now let's copy the comment from here and paste it here. Now let's change the images to control and let's copy this again and paste it above. Now let's change the ends to begins. Now let's add a tag and refer it to hash carousel -1 and give it a class of left carousel -control and roll as button, then data -slide as prev, prev. Now let's drop down and create a span tag and give it a class of glyph icon. We are using glyph icons here, so we need to mention it here. Glyph icon space glyph icon hyphen chevron hyphen left, because we need the left icon here. We are defining the left control first, then aria hidden as true. Okay, close the span tag, then another span tag and with class sr hyphen only and write the text as previous and close span tag, save it and open the website. Okay, now we have the left control here. We can click on it and see it's working now. It will take us to the previous image if we click on it. Now we need to add the right control. Just copy the entire block for the left control and paste it below. Now we just have to change all the lefts to rights. Right carousel control, then data slide to next. Yes, okay. Then glyph icon chevron right. Okay, then change the previous to next. Save it and let's open the website again. Yeah, now we have the right control as well, and both of the controls are working now. So now we need to add the navigation controls, which are actually those small bubbles which allow easy movement across the images. Let's begin the navigation controls with a comment. Let's write carousel indicator begins. Close it. Okay, drop down below and create an ordered list, that is OL tag, and give it a class of, let's say, give it a class of carousel hyphen indicators. Now drop down and create a list item and data hyphen target as hash carousel hyphen 1. Now data hyphen slide hyphen 2 0, because we start with index 0, and class as active because we want this one to be the default. Now close li tag, save it. Let's now open the website, refresh it, and now we have the indicator for the first page, that is for the 0th index. As soon as you click on that indicator, you will be taken to the first image. Now let's add all the other indicators. Now create a li tag and data hyphen target as hash carousel hyphen 1. Sorry, I forgot the hash sign. Hash and data hyphen slide hyphen 2. Now index to index 1. Class no class this time. And close a li tag. Now let's just copy this one and paste it below it 4 times. 1 2 3 and then 4. Now let's just change the index of each one. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now save the file and open the website. Now we have all the indicators. You can see, you can click on any one of them and it takes to the respective image. This completes the entire carousel. Or we can say image slider ends here. Now drop down and create a div tag. Let's create a div tag with the class container hyphen text, not fluid, hyphen text. Then drop down and create another div tag with let's create another div, not div, sorry, create a div, remove this one. Let's give it a class page hyphen header, because this is going to be the header of this container. Then create one h1 tag, h1, and write whatever name you want for your website. Then save it. Now let's open the website. refresh the page, and yeah, we now have the name of the website here, but it is still appearing on the left side and we want it to be in the center, so we will format it in the CSS part. Now let's see the original website once again. Okay, now we have to create this box for quote. Okay, drop down and let's write a comment. Block quote for writing quotes. Let's write a comment, block quote for writing quotes, and close it. Drop down below and create a block code tag. Let's create a block code tag. Okay, let's give it a class of block code hyphen reverse. Okay, now to save time, what I am going to do is just copy the code from the original website. What you can do is you can write your own code or anything that you like. I'm just going to copy it from the website. Let's just paste it here. Okay, fine. Now let's save this and see how it is in the website now. Yeah, we have the code now. We will format it later using CSS. Now let's move ahead and create a footer for the block code where we can write the name of the person who has given the code. Okay, write footer tag, give it a class of block code hyphen footer. Okay, I'm just going to copy the name of the person from the website. You can write your own name. Let me just copy it. Okay, paste it here. Fine. You can also give the citation of the code by adding cite tag and writing the title of the book like this, cite tag. Let's give it a title. Let me open the website. Just copy from here. Now paste it here. Paste it once more. Okay, I left out the Y. Let me write the Y. Okay. Now let's save this and see in the website. Refresh. Okay, it's looking fine right now, but we still need to format it. That we will do in the CSS part. Let's see what we have to do now. Let's open the original website. Okay, now we have to make this 3-column box for some text. Now before going any further, I would like to explain how I divided the screen. Bootstrap divides the screen into 12 columns of equal size. You can see these are the columns, there are 12 of them. Now to make things simple and easy to understand, what I have done is divided the screen this way. I have left one column width as blank at both the ends. You can see this is blank and this is blank. Then we are left with 10 columns in the middle. There are 10 columns total. Then I have given 2 column width to each of the text section and vertical line. This is the text section with 2 column width. Then this is the vertical line. It also has 2 column width, and similarly so on. So if you want, you can pause the video and look at this diagram to understand what I have done. Now let's go back to the website. Now let's just drop down below and create a div tag and give it a class of container hyphen text, the upper one, and id as box hyphen 1. Now drop down and create another div tag. Let's give it a class of row, row. Now create another div tag, and let's give it a class of call. Let's give it a class of call col hyphen sm hyphen 1, because we want the first column to have the width of 1. Let's create another div class with class call hyphen sm hyphen 2. We want this one to have the width of 2 columns. Now drop down and create another div tag with class call sm2. Now let's just copy this line. It's better to copy this line and paste them so that we have total 4 5 6, so that we have total 6 lines with call sm2. Now let me just make it proper. Okay, now we have okay 13 12, make this one. Fine. Now we have in total we have 12. You can count it: 2 4 6 8 10 11 and 12. Yeah, this is fine. Now just make space for them. Now let's edit this one, call sm2. Now create a h3 tag and enter text service 1. I am writing service 1. You can give any heading that you like. Now create a p tag. Okay, and small tag. Now small tag makes text look small. Talk about your service. I'm just writing it randomly. You can write anything that you like. Talk about your services, then close the small tags and close the p tag. Okay, give a break here. Fine. Now let's just save and see how it is looking. Drop down. Yeah, you can see the service 1, and below that we have that talk about your services. Now let's just copy the entire block of text and paste it after the break. Just paste it there, make space and paste it. Okay, save this. Let's make space for them, save this. Let's see. Now we have the text also. We will make it center aligned later using CSS. Now we can just copy the text from the first one and paste it here. Okay, now change the service 1 to service 2, paste it again here, make it service 3, save the file, open in website. Yeah, we have the 3 columns with the text. Now we have 3 columns with text. Now this is fine. Now we need to add those vertical lines in between. Now create a img tag that defines an image. Let's give the source no, not the vertical, img / vertical hyphen line dot png, and let's give it a class of vertical hyphen line hyphen let's say -1. Now just copy this and paste it here below the service 2. Save the file, refresh the page. Now we have the lines in between, but still they are pretty thick and big, and we will make it to look like the original website using CSS later. Now the next thing that we need to do is this. We need to add this small information box, this blue colored box. Let's move back. Now let's drop down below and create a new div tag. Create a new div tag. Okay, now let's give it a class of bg-info. These are also some predefined classes. If you want, you can look them up in Google. Let's give the ID of info-right. Now create a div tag, or let's say create a tag, reference it to, let's just give a hash sign. We don't want to go anywhere right now, we don't have the pages ready. Give it a class of bg-info -link, and let's write the text, see all the services. Okay, now save this. Now refresh the page, and we have this box below the service text. We will make it right aligned later using CSS. This is fine. Now let's just open the website again and see what we need to do now. Okay, we need this text right here, then after that we need an image right next to it. So we need to divide the screen into 2 equal halves. Now Bootstrap defines a div tag with 12 equal sized columns, and we have divided the screen into 2 equal sized parts like this. The first part will contain the text, the another part will contain the image that we are going to put in, and we have divided the screen using this call -sm-6. So this SM stands for small, it is for tablets, and whatever we define with SM is the same layout for MD as well as LG. So that means if we define a layout for tablets, that will be the same layout for desktops as well as for large desktops, until we define separate or different layouts for these larger displays explicitly. So that means if we define something with access, if we write call -access-6, then that layout will be the same for access, SM, MD as well as LG. Since we are using SM, this layout will be the same for SM, MD as well as LG. So we do not have to define separate layout for these large displays. So now let's get back to the website again. Okay, now drop down and create a div tag. Let's give it a class of container-text. Drop down and create another div tag with class row. The class row, row. Now this will create a row in the container that we just have declared. Now create another div tag with class call -sm-6 to divide the screen into equal halves. Now then drop down and create a h2 tag and write product -1 and close the h2 tag. Now drop down again and create a p tag. Let me open the original website and copy the text from there. Let me just paste it here. Okay, Let's just create one more p tag. Okay, then paste the text again. Now let's save this and check in the browser again. Yeah, everything is fine. Now we need that small link below the text. Now drop down and create an a tag and write uh, read more, and we do not have to reference it to anything. We can just leave it a hash there. Now just drop down again below the closing of the div tag and create another div tag. After the closing of the previous div tag, create another div tag and give it a class of col -sm-6. Okay, now let's add an image. img image and source img/bootstrap dot jpg and alt attribute as bootstrap and title as again bootstrap. Okay, then class as img-responsive. Now this img-responsive makes sure that the image size is adapted according to the screen size. Now just drop down below the closing of the div tag, create another div tag with class row because we need another row. Let me just check the original website once more. Alright, we need image first and then the text. Let me copy the text. Okay, now just create a image, give it a source of img /sass dot png and alt attribute as sass and title as sass and class as img hyphen responsive. Now whatever we write within alt attribute is shown in place of the image if something is wrong and the image is not displayed, and whatever we write within title is displayed when we hover over the image. Now let's just quickly create a div tag above the image. I forgot to add that div tag with class col-sm-6. Then drop down below and close this div tag. Okay, now fine. Now move down and create another div tag. Okay, give it a class of col-sm-6 because we want the screen to be divided into two equal halves. 6. Okay, now drop down and create a h2 tag and h2 and write product hyphen 2 as text. Okay, then create a p tag and paste the text that we copied earlier. Now drop down and create another p tag and paste the text once again. Now drop down below and create an a tag because we want a link down below the text. Create an a tag. We are referencing it to nothing, make it hash. Write read more dot. Okay, now save it and let's open the website. Okay, we have the text and the link down below the text. Now let's see the website. What we need, now we need the small information box, that blue colored box. Okay, now earlier I added this box after closing all div tags, but this time I'm just adding another row to the previous div and adding the info box. This is just to show you the two ways that in which we can do this. You can choose either one of these ways and follow the same method both times. I'm just going to create the box this time in the previous div tag. You can declare a new div tag, or you can just do what I am doing. Let's create another div tag with class row. Drop down and create another div with class bg-info and id as info-write, and create a link inside h reference hash, and write let's give it a class bg-info link, bg-info link, and write see all the products. Save it and check in the website. Now drop down and create another div tag. Give it a class row, and drop down again, create new div tag with class call-sm-4. We are creating the box for testimonials now. Now drop down and create a small tag and write testimonial -1. Drop down and create a h3 tag and write heading. Okay, now drop down again. Now create a block quote tag, and let me just copy the text from the original website. Okay, let me just copy it. Let me paste it here. Okay, now drop down and create a footer for this block quote. Create a footer with, let me give it a class block quote -footer. Okay, and write the text anything you want. Let me write ABC. Now copy this entire block starting from div and copy this. Okay, and just paste it below. Okay, and paste it once more. Okay, now let me just make testimonial 2 and 3. Save this. If you want, you can change the text to anything you like. You can give it a name or something. I'm just writing random characters. Now let's just save this and see in the website. Okay, now we have 3 boxes for testimonials now. Now we need that info box below it. That small box, blue box with a link in it, we need that. this blue box we need now. Okay, now drop down and let's create another div tag. We are just creating another row to the previous div tag. Give it a class row. Okay, now just let me come here, press enter. Okay, now create another div tag with class, give a class bg hyphen info and id as info hyphen right. Okay, now create a link referencing to pretty much nothing. Now give it hash sign and class as bg hyphen info hyphen link. Okay, now write the text as see all the testimonials. Okay, now save this, save your file, open the website. Okay, now we have that blue box below it. Now we need these two headings, heading 1 and heading 2 with some text. Okay, drop down and create a div tag, give it a class of row, give it a class row. Drop down, create another div tag, give it a class of, let's say, call hyphen sm hyphen 6, because we want the screen to be divided into half here. Drop down and create a h4 tag and write any text. Let me just write heading 1. Drop down and create a p tag now. Now let me just copy the text from above. Let me copy it and paste it here. Okay, then create one more p tag and paste it one more time, or you can just paste it. Create one more p tag and paste the text once again like this. Copy this entire block starting from div class call sm6 and paste it just below it. Okay, then make it heading 2, save it. Now let's open in the browser. Yeah, now we have both of the two headings. It's fine now. Now we need the box just above the footer, that blue colored box above the footer. Okay, now this is the layout for the box, the blue box that we are just going to create, the box that is just above the footer. The first column will have a width of 2, then the second column will be having a width of 6, then the last two columns will be having a width of 2 each. First column will contain some icons. We are using font awesome icons. Then the second column will have some text, and the last two will also have some text. Okay, now let's just go back to the website. Okay, now drop down below and create a new div tag and give it a class of container hyphen fluid text hyphen center and id as box hyphen 2. Now drop down and create another div tag with class let's say row. Then create another div tag with class call hyphen sm hyphen 2. Now create a h4 tag and write. Now let's create a h4 tag and write share. Now drop down and create an a tag referencing to https://www.facebook.com. Let me just copy this thing. Now write facebook.com and target as underscore blank and class as fa space fa hyphen Facebook. This class is for font awesome icon for Facebook. Now create another link, https://www.twitter.com. Give it a class of fa hyphen Twitter and give it a target as underscore blank. Underscore blank makes sure that whenever this link is clicked, the link is opened in a new page instead of opening in the same page. Now create another link with www.plus.google.com. Give it a class of fa hyphen Google and target as underscore blank. Now create the next link, www.instagram.com with class fa hyphen Instagram and Instagram and target as underscore blank. Create one more link, https://www.pinterest.com. give it a class of, let's say, fa, let me write fa hyphen Pinterest and target underscore blank. Now drop down, create one last link, https://www.youtube.com. give it a class of fa hyphen YouTube and target as underscore blank. Okay, close the tag, close div tag. Now drop down below and create a new div tag with class call. Let me give class call hyphen sm hyphen 6. Now create a small tag and let's give it a class of footer hyphen small. Okay, and write designed and developed by, close small tag. Now drop down and create a h4 tag and write your name. You can write your own name and close h4 tag. Now drop down and create another small tag with class footer hyphen small and write about and close this small tag. Drop down and create a p tag and write this website is developed using HTML and Bootstrap. You can choose to write anything that you like. Then close p tag and drop down again and create another small tag with class footer hyphen small and write heading and close this small tag. Now drop down again and create a p tag. Let me just copy the text from above. Okay, let me just paste it here. Now close p tag. Now drop down and create another small tag and give it a class of footer hyphen small, not fa, footer hyphen small, and write address. Now close the small tag and create a p tag below and paste the text that we have copied earlier. Now save it and now save this, and now let's see in the website. Yeah, it's looking fine, but we would like the text under address to look like address. Just insert few breaks in between and it will be fine, I think. Let's just insert break here, one more break. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Now close the div tag and drop down and create a new div tag and give it a class of call hyphen sm hyphen 2. Yeah, it's fine. Now copy this entire block and paste it below. Now it's fine. Now move up and create a h4 tag and write contact. Now drop down and create a p tag and let's write email and create a link. That's an a tag and refer it to mail to colon and write your email ID. I'm writing my email ID, talks.tech@gmail.com, and target as underscore top and class as footer hyphen link. Now close a tag and drop down and create another p tag. We create another p tag and write Twitter. Create a link. Now write https www.com target as underscore blank, not top this time, underscore blank, and class as footer hyphen link. Now close a tag. Now drop down and under the next div tag create a h4 tag and write socialize. Close the h4 tag. Drop down and create an e tag. Okay, then type www.instagram.com / and you can write the Instagram handle of your page or your personal ID. Give a space, then target underscore blank, then class as footer hyphen link. Okay, then drop down and create another a tag. Give the link as https://www.youtube.com and target as underscore blank, class as footer hyphen link. Okay, drop down below and let's create a footer and give it a class of container fluid, because we want the width of the footer to be across the width of the screen. Then text hyphen center, because we want the text to be in the center. Then drop down and create a div tag with class row. Then write ampersand copy semicolon. This is the shortcut for that copyright symbol. Then you can write your name, close the div tag, then close the footer, save the page. Let's see in the website, refresh it. Okay, it's fine, but text, I think I forgot to write the text in the link. Let's write YouTube and go up and write Instagram. Okay, let's save this and see. Yeah, we can now see Instagram, YouTube. We just need to add a break so that they appear in different lines. Add a break and they are looking fine now. Now we need to write the email and the Twitter handle. Let me write the email first. And tech@gmail.com. You can write your own email ID. Then move down and let's write at TNZ Talks Tech. Save this and open the browser. Now we have the links. We have the footer. I think our website is ready now. We are now ready to move to the CSS part to format the website and make it more attractive. Let's just go up and between these style tag, let's start the formatting. Like h1. Now h1 is a tag, so we don't need to write any dot or hash sign before h1. We just have to write the tag name. Let's give a padding of 3% top and then 0 all around. Then font size of 3em. Okay, then text alignment as center. We want the text to be in the center. Then font weight to be bold. We want the font to be bold. Then text hyphen transform to uppercase. In case you have not written the text in uppercase, we can make them transform to uppercase using this attribute. Now in the website we can see the name of the website in uppercase. Now move down, create another tag. Let's give h2, open curly braces. Now text align, give it center. Now font weight, give it bold. save the page. Let's see the browser. Now we have the H2 heading bold and in the center. Now let's format H3 or H4. Give it font weight as bold. Okay. Refresh the page and we have the H4 headings bold. Now let's format the links. Now write A, open curly braces, give a color of hash FF0000. Now this is the code for red color. We want the links to be in red color. If you like, you can write a comment here to let you remind that it is a red color. Okay, I need to change the syntax for comment in CSS and HTML are different. Save it. Okay, now let's drop down and format A colon hover. This means when we hover over the links with the mouse pointer, what color we want. Then let's give it hash 6D. Let's give it hash 6D8383. Then text decoration as none, because we do not want that underline to be there when we hover over the links. Yeah, there are no underlines now. Okay. Now let's format the links which are in the footer. That is the a dot footer hyphen link. Give it a color of hash 6D8383 semicolon. Let's save this and see in the browser. Okay, the links are a little off-white. Let me make this to colon hover, because we want the off-white color when we hover over the link. A dot footer hyphen link. Let's make this color hash FFF. This is the code for white color, because we want the links to be in white, because this box above the footer will be in blue color, so we want the text or the links to be in white color, and when we hover over the link we want it to be in a gray color, that is off-white. Dot block quote hyphen footer. Now when we format a class, we write it as dot and then the name of the class. This is the syntax in CSS. Give it a background color of hash d5 d5 d5. This is the code for a little off-white color, a grayish color. Give it a padding of 0. Save this and now let's see in the website. We have this small box of gray color. Let's format it a bit more. Alright, footer, because footer is a tag, we don't need to write a dot or hash before it, just footer. Let's give a background color of 0 hash 0275 d8. This is the code for the blue color. Let's give the color of the text to hash FFF, the width to be 100%, and let's give a padding of 3%. Save it. Now let's see in the website. Yeah, we have the blue color now. Now let's format hash box 2, that is the box just above the footer. And this, since box hyphen 2 is an ID, we use a hash sign before ID. So write hash box hyphen 2. Let's give it a width of 100% and background hyphen color to be hash 1893FD. Now let's open the website, and now yeah, we can see the color now. Now we need to make the text to be a white color. Now let's come back, make padding of 2% and color as hash FFF. Let's save this and open in the website. Now we have the text in the white color. Now let's format the navigation bar. Type dot nav bar, give it a margin of, let's say, 0, and let's give it a border radius of 0. Give it a background color of hash 0275D8, the same color that we are using in the box just above the footer and the navigation bar. Then give color of hash FFF, that is the code for white color. Then padding is 2 pixel and 0, top bottom 2 pixels and left right 0. Then font size of 1.3 em, then drop down, then border as 0. Save the file and let's see in the website. Yeah, we have the navigation bar is blue colored now, but we have this black color. Let's remove this black color now. I think that shows the active link. Now type dot navbar hyphen inverse space dot navbar hyphen nav space dot active space A and a comma. Now I'm going to just copy this entire thing up to A. Copy this. Now paste it. Write colon focus comma, paste it again, then again a colon, and hover. Now open curly braces. Now give it a color of hash triple F, that is the code for white. Then background color is hash 0275D8, that is the color of the blue that we are using in footer and navigation bar. Now the active link is also in blue color, so that black color is not visible now. Now dot navbar hyphen inverse space dot navbar hyphen nav li is for the list. All those, now we are formatting all those links which are in the list. Now color is hash d5, that is the off-white color. Save it and see in the website. Pretty much same as the original website now. Now drop down, create a dot navbar hyphen brand Now this dot neighbor hyphen brand contains the logo. Let's give it float left and padding at 0, 15 pixels, then 5 pixels, then 35 pixels. It is, and these numbers are in the clockwise direction. Now save the file and see in the browser. Logo looks fine. So 0 is for the top, 15 pixel is for the right, 5 pixel is for the bottom, and 35 pixel is for the left. Now drop down and type dot carousel hyphen caption. Give it top as 36% and transform. Now translate Y, light minus 50%. Save it, drop down again. Now type text align. Now type text hyphen transform uppercase because we want the caption to be in uppercase. Okay, we have not written the caption yet. We are yet to create the caption. Let us first finish off the formatting, then we will create the caption. Now type dot container hyphen text, give it a padding of 3%. Now you can see there is a padding with all the container text. There is a padding around all the container text in the website. Now type hash box hyphen 1, give it display as block, give background color hash ff8000, save it. Now this box 1 is the box for the quote that we have. Now let's format the vertical line. Type dot vertical hyphen line hyphen 1, give it a padding of 20 pixels top bottom and 0 left right. Give it a width of 15 pixels. Let's give it a height as 225 pixels and let's give it opacity as 0.6 because we want the line to be a little bit transparent. Now drop down and write dot col hyphen sm hyphen 2. Now text hyphen align as center. Now type dot col hyphen sm hyphen 1. Now text hyphen align as center. Now save this. Now type dot btn. This is the class for the button that we have used. Now let's give it a font size of 18 pixels. Let's give it a color of hash FFF, that is the code for white color. Let's give it a padding of 12 pixels top bottom and 22 pixels left right. Now let's give background color hash 0275 D8, that is the color which we have used in the navigation bar and the footer. Then border as 2 pixels, space solid, space hash FFF because we want the border to be of white color. Let's save it and see in the website. Yeah, now the line is thin. Let's write dot block quote hyphen reverse, and let's format the box for the quote. Let's give it a padding of 3% and background color of hash d5 d5 d5, that is off-white color, a little grayish color. Now drop down and write hash info hyphen right, give it a text hyphen align as right, give it a padding in the right as 2%. Let's save this. Yeah, now we have the box with the gray color with properly aligned to the right side. Now the website is pretty much like the original one. Now we need to format this font awesome icons, make them a little big and change the color of them. Now drop down and write dot fa open bracket. Now let's give it a padding of 20 pixels. Then font hyphen size as 30 pixels. Then color as hash FFF, that is the code for white color. Then drop down and write dot FA colon hover, then color as hash d5 d5 d5, which is the code for the off-white color. Then text hyphen decoration as none, because we do not want that underline sign when we hover over the font awesome icons. Now dot bg hyphen info hyphen link, let's give it a color of hash 000, that is the code for black color. Now dot bg hyphen info hyphen link colon hover, let's give it a color of hash 6d 83 and text hyphen decoration as none, because we do not want that underline. Save it and see in the website. Now the icons are big. Now let's just resize the page and see how it responds. Okay, let me resize the page. You can see 3 columns collapsing into a single column. You can even see the size of the screen in pixel. Now in smaller screen, we do not want this vertical line to be in between. Carousel is working fine, but this vertical line is not fine. Okay, now let's add media queries. Media queries are for the media queries gives the website the responsiveness to adapt to different screen size. Just let me see the name of the class from here. Okay, now let's add some media queries. Type at media bracket max width 800 pixels. Okay, now dot vertical line, dot vertical hyphen line hyphen 1, display height, let's say display, let's say none, because we do not want the vertical line to be displayed in smaller screens like this. It's fine. For bigger screens it is fine, but for smaller screens I think we are gonna need a bigger line. For large screens it is fine, but for small screens we need a bigger line. Let's add another media query. Type at media bracket max width, let's say 900 pixels, open bracket dot vertical hyphen line hyphen 1, let's say height is equals 400 pixels. Let's save this and see in the website. Refresh, and yeah, now we have a bigger line. Now this is looking fine. Now we need the caption for the carousel. We have not added the caption yet. Let's do that first. Like this, in the original website we are gonna need a caption. Let's drop down. Let's see where to add. Okay, the carousel. Okay, after the, I think after the first image, that is the active image, after defining the first image, that is the active image, just drop down below and declare another div tag with class carousel hyphen caption. Then drop down and create a h2 tag and write get to know us. Fine, then save this and let's add a button. Create define a link first, reference. Let's just leave it a hash symbol and type as button because we need a button there, and class, let's write let's write the class as button space or btn space btn hyphen default, then id as carousel hyphen button, then right click here in the text, then close the e tag, save this. Now let's see in the website. Yeah, we have the caption as well as the button. Actually we have already styled the carousel caption. I think we have already styled the button also. Let's see in the website. Let's resize the page and see how the carousel caption is behaving. Yeah, it's here now. So I think in smaller devices we should make the button go away. We should hide the button, and in larger screen size we can show the button. Yeah, in large screen we can have the button, but in the small screen we should hide the button and let only the caption be there. Okay, now let's add another media query. Okay, drop down at media. Bracket max width, let's say 1200 or let's say 1300 pixels, and hash carousel hyphen button display none. Save this. Now let's see. Yeah, button is not there now. So what we have done is that below 1300 pixels of display we do not want the button to be displayed, and above the 1300 pixel the button will be displayed there. Let's align these icons, give them proper padding. Let me see what I have done. Okay, I have written padding right. Just remove the right from there and save the file and refresh, and the icons are properly aligned now, just as in the original website. Everything is complete, I think. Yeah, everything is pretty much the same. We have created the website now. If you want, you can format it more, you can add different styles as you like, but this is complete now. If you liked the video, please hit like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.